Hello, welcome. We have questions on the equations that involve radical function. So we are having 3 root 2 x squared, meaning the 3 root 2 is the coefficient of the x squared minus 5x minus root 2 equals to 0. Now, questions of this nature sometimes pose challenges. So the best way to solve it, in this case, we are asked to solve it under factorization. We can do completing the square. It can also be solved using the quadratic formula. But in this case, to factorize, the best thing we do is to find the product of the coefficient of the x square and the constant term. Find their product. Find the factors of that value, which when you add any pair, that will give you the coefficient of the x term. So here, if I pick 3 root 2 is multiplying negative root 2, as in the coefficient here multiplying the constant. Remember, under the tutorial on set, when we have two roots that are the same, we have it to be this negative 1 is here multiplying 3 to give you negative 3, the root of 2 all square. There are two of them. So the square cancel the square. That gives us minus 2 in the bracket, minus 3 in the bracket was 2. So if you multiply this, you should be having negative 6. So we need factors of negative 6. When you add, you get a negative 5. So let's look at the factors 1, 6, 2, and 3. When this is negative, it means one of the factors must be negative. And this is also negative, meaning that the biggest factor will be negative. So comparing this is bigger than this is bigger. Now, in which of them, when add, you will get a minus 5. I think this is the only way you can get a minus 5. So I am going to rewrite the equation. So here we have our 3 root 2x. We are replacing the minus 5 with 1 and minus 6, where the x is going to be distributed on both factors. So x times 1 will give you plus x, not this negative. The whole of this is absorbed by this. Then minus 6 times x, 6x minus the root of 2 equals to 0. By factorization, now we move from 3 terms to become 4 terms. So we do grouping method, as in 3 root 2x, don't forget it's x squared, plus x will be in one bracket, then minus 6x minus the root of 2 will be in the next bracket. But remember, factorization is the opposite of expansion. So if I have factorized the negative 1 out here, and I'm going to expand, I should come back to original state. So let's go. Minus 1 times positive 6x will give you a negative 6x. Minus 1 times negative root x will give you positive root x, root 2. So you can see this should have been positive if the question gave you positive, but it is negative. So we change this to positive. When we factorize the negative out, the one in the bracket become what? Positive. So that when you expand, negative 1 times positive root 2 will give you negative root 2. That's the concept in there. So here we look out for common factor. X is here, x is here. Apart from that, we don't have any other factor. So we put the x outside, remaining 3 root 2x plus 1. Then minus, when you come to this place, you can see the only common factor you are seeing is going to be 1. Because when you pick 1, it's a factor of 6, it's a factor of what? Root 2. But we need to rewrite this as what? A term that have a root, so that it can easily have a common factor with the root 2. So I know 6 is root what? 36. You see that 6 is root 36. And to simplify, I can have it to be 2 times 18, where we can separate the root 2 times root 18, where root 18 could also be 9 times 2, which is 3 root 2. So in all, if I have root 2 times 3 root 2, this will be 2, 6. I'll come back to the 6 I'm having here. So you can see root 2 is here, root 2 is there. So I should have a common factor. But let me substitute that into it and you will see. So let me still maintain 3 root 2x plus x minus root of 36x plus root 2 equals to 0. Remember our common factor here was x. 3 root 2x plus 1. Remember, it is root 2 outside, leaving 3 root 2 times x plus 1 equals to 0. So that when we expand this and bring it back, you get your 6 as we have in the other side. So this is common factor. So we pick the 3 root of 2x plus 1 as a common factor. Dividing this give you x minus the root of what? 2. Still equals to 0. Alright, the video is getting long, but take your time and follow through with the steps. So it is either going to be 3 root 2x plus 1 equals to 0, or x minus the root of 2 equals to 0. Either the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket. So here become equation, we are looking for the x. So we transpose the 1. So I should be having 3 root 2x equals to positive 1 become negative 1. Then we are looking for x. So x maintain negative 1 divided by 3 root what? 2. And this must be rationalized because we don't need a root in the denominator. So this becomes negative 1 times root. Okay, let me put it here. Root 2, root 2. So that will give you the root of 2 in negative. This time this will be giving you root 4, which is 2. 2, 3, 6. So we also pick here x minus the root of 2 is 0, where x is going to be positive root 2. So these are the factors. We can say that, therefore, the roots, let me say, are root 2 and what? Root 2 on what? 6. But we can also have a check on one of them and see. So this is going to be 3 root 2 into bracket root 2 all square. In the square here, we are replacing the x with the root 2 minus root 2. We are expected to have what? 0. Let's see if that will work well for us. This is going to be 2. 2 times 3. That will be 6. So 6 root 2 minus 5 root 2 minus what? Root 2. Remember, this is 1 root 2. That is root 2 minus root 2. That will give you 0 equals to 0. Then in trying for this, we can also have 3 root 2 multiplying negative root 2 divided by what? 6, right? All square minus 5 negative root 2 on 6 minus root 2, we still get 0. What do we do? This is going to be negative root 2 times negative root 2. That will give you positive 2. And here I'll be giving you 36. So I should be having the positive 2 times this will be 6 root 2 over 36 minus negative positive 5 root 2 over 6 minus the root of 2. So give us 0. So 6 will go here. 6 times negative, here is positive. So I should be having 6, that is root 2 over 6 plus 5 root 2 over 6 minus root 2. equals to 0. So in this case, these are having the same denominator. So 1 root plus 5 root give you 6 root. So root 6 square. Sorry, that's going to be 6 root 2 divided by 6. The 6 will cancel, remaining root 2 minus root 2. That will give you 0. So this will also give you 0 equals what? 0. So truly, the root of this equation is root 2 negative root 2 on 6. I guess the video is long, but when you take your time, you appreciate the value of each steps in the question. Don't forget to like the video, share, subscribe, and comment.